Good afternoon, good morning, everyone, wherever you are, and thanks for joining us in today's webinar. Welcome to the Exemplar Global Community. I'm Mike Richmond of Exemplar Global, and I'm your host for this event today. So before we get started, a quick bit of housekeeping. If you're watching this session live, please feel free to use the Q&A button to ask questions at any time. It's right at the bottom of your screen. So check that out and send us your questions. If you're watching the session on demand, as many of you probably are, you can still ask questions of us. Just email us to info@exemplarglobal.org, and we'll get your questions over to Jamie, or I'll answer them, or somebody on our team will answer them and get back to you with an answer. And as I mentioned, I'm joined today by Jamie Gravatte. Jamie is Exemplar Global's Community Manager. Jamie has a wealth of experience in community building, so she's really the perfect person to introduce us to this new feature we have for you and how you can get the best out of it. So Jamie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for the introduction.
Of course, of course. I'm going to let you take your presentation away, and all of us out there, if you have questions, again, just use the Q&A and we'll get them to Jamie in real time. Jamie, take it
Sounds
away.
good. Thanks, Mike. Well, welcome everyone again. I am very excited here to introduce everyone to our new Exemplar Global Community. As Mike said, I'm Jamie. I'm the community manager and your all the time go-to for all the things that we have community related. So today we wanted to schedule this webinar just so we can explore how you can all get the most out of this dynamic space, the new Exemplar Global Community. So this platform is really going to be your hub for connecting with peers across all different industries, expanding your knowledge, celebrating professional achievements, and hopefully much, much more. So kind of think of this as both a professional networking site as well as like a learning community where we designed it specifically for our members with all of your needs in mind. Whoops. Sorry about that. So just more a little bit about me. I'm fairly new to the Exemplar Global team, having joined just back in April now. I was brought on just basically for the sole purpose and mission to launch this community and make sure it thrives as a useful and engaging space for all of you. So very excited to talk more about it today with all of you guys. So, what we'll cover today, we'll first discuss why the community matters, the benefits and value that it offers for all of you. Then, I wanted to give you guys all a quick tour of the key features and different spaces within the community if you haven't done so already yourself. Next, we'll look into some fun engagement opportunities that you can get involved in, like badges and leaderboards. We have a fun raffle going on at the moment. After that, I'll show you how you can all get involved immediately in the community with some easy and just practical steps. And then finally, I'll share some exciting things that we have coming on down the pipeline, and we will wrap up with a Q&A session. So like Mike said, if you have any questions just during the duration of the webinar, just make sure to drop it in the chat and we'll either get to it right away or make sure that it's covered at the end of the Q&A. All right, let's get started. So why join the Exemplar Global Community? What are its benefits for you? And what exactly is community? First, it's really a way to connect and collaborate. So this community was created with in mind to break down different silos by allowing all of our members from around the world across all different kind of industries to interact with each other, ask questions, share your different experiences, commiserate, solve problems, build different relationships with people that you might not be able to access elsewhere. Second is to access the knowledge hub. So really the community is kind of its own big wealth of knowledge. It's always growing and evolving. So you get this one place for all of our resources and discussions, webinars like this one, all kinds of events just here in this one-stop shop hub. Third is a way to celebrate all of your achievements. You can showcase your different certifications, your badges, celebrate milestones, as well as kind of see how other people took those steps to get there and also get recognized by your peers. Finally, the community is a great way to explore different opportunities. So you can kind of build a personalized professional profile that functions similarly to like your LinkedIn or a digital resume, which will hopefully help you discover different career pathways and job opportunities down the line. So hopefully these 4 pillars, connect, learn, celebrate, and grow, really capture the heart of what this platform is built for. We want you to make sure that you're feeling like you're supported in your professional journey and the community is designed to make that happen. So us here at Exemplar Global, we have made the community really just a big priority for all of us here to make sure that this is something that we're all focusing on and putting an effort. So I will be there with all of you every step of the way. All right, so just a quick poll. I would like to know what brought you all to the Exemplar Global community today. So if you scan that quick QR code, it'll lead you to a Microsoft form that you can fill out, answer this question on your own time. Feel free to also type in the chat. Mike, if anything comes up, let me know. But I can start. I'm Jamie, obviously. I'm coming from Raleigh, North Carolina. What brought me in today is I'm most excited about interacting with our customers. I've been pretty much on the back end of building out this community from scratch, and I've been really eager to see it flourishing and people interacting and using it for its intended purpose. And so far, so good. So that's been something really exciting for me, and being able to be on the more customer facing side.
I would say for me, I mean, I'm Mike. I am the manager of content and communications, and I'm based in Deerfield Beach, Florida, lovely South Florida, where it's actually pouring right now. I'm hoping that community will give us really good interactivity with all of you in the community, all of you in the industry, so we can learn what you know, what you want to know more about, and what the trends are, and how we can better serve this industry, because all of you are the ones that are actually doing the work every day. And we rely on you to help us understand where the industry is going. So I'm really curious to participate in the discussions and learn from you, learn from you
Yeah.
guys in the industry.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Really, this community, like I said, and I mentioned, and I'll say it again, is it's built for you with all of your needs in mind. So this space will grow and evolve with your feedback. So we're just excited. Really, kind of the sky's the limit here. So let's look inside the community a little bit at the three main communities that we've initially launched with. We have plenty more ideas of communities in store down the line. We wanted to launch with these three so it wasn't super overwhelming and everyone can get in there and start interacting right away. We'll start seeding some in, but it will also be able to, like I said, grow with you on an as need basis. So the first community that we launched with is the Global Community, which is a more general open area where anyone can start conversations. You can network, share advice. This space hopes to bring together people across the whole Exemplar Global community. So certified professionals, an arte, different graduates, all different engaged members of our community from around the world across all different industries. So in the global community, ask questions, share your insights, network, explore all the resources that we have that will support your own certification journey and career development. So, whether you're brand new to this industry and want to get your career started, or you're a seasoned expert with 25 plus years of experience, which I've seen a couple of you in there already, this community is for all of you. So, it's your place to engage and learn and lead as you see fit. The next community that we launched with is the Career Development Hub. This is a place where you can explore different opportunities, grow your skill set, connect with others that are on the same professional journey or maybe something different that you're interested in. So the community is really dedicated to helping you navigate your career with confidence. So see things like featured job listings or maybe some resume tips, soft skill resources, hopefully just more peer-to-peer advice. So whether you're the one that's job seeking or you are the one that's hiring an auditor or just looking to kind of level up your own career, this is hopefully the space where you get to discover what's next for you and hopefully support other people that are along the same journey. Lastly, the other community we launched with is the Support and Self-Help Center. This community is built to house all of our FAQs, how-to guides, support resources that will help you navigate not only the community platform, but just Exemplar Global as a whole. So this community is kind of your go-to resource for all things EG support, product guidance, troubleshooting. We'll be heavily looking after this space to make sure that any question you posted here will get answered by us. So it's very likely that if you have a question, someone will have the same one. So post it in there and I'm sure it'll help many other people. And the community could also search discussions. You can, like I said, explore the knowledge base, start a conversation to make sure that you're getting support from either your fellow members or our team. Beyond those spaces, we also have a webinar, an event section, curated blogs and news, a career center, badges. All of these extras are really there to help you stay informed and make sure that you're managing your certifications all in just this one place. So, really kind of think of the community as like a lively ecosystem and resource library tailored to your professional life. All right. Next, I just wanted to do a quick community live tour if you haven't had the chance to hop in there yet and log in. Just a quick heads up about that. If you are an Exemplar Link member, you also have a community profile. So if you log in using the same credentials, you'll see your profile already set up for you in there. So this, when you log in, is the look of your member home in the community. At the top, you'll see some navigation tabs where you can go and create a post and post it to any community that you belong to. You can browse the different communities that we offer, look through the knowledge base, find out where all of our news and events are. And then this button right here, if you click on it, it will access your certifications. So like I mentioned, Exemplar Link now lives inside of the community. It just takes a second to load sometimes. But this is where you'll be able to apply for certifications, update your information, paid invoices, all that fun stuff lives right here inside of the community now. So just wanted to point that out because it looks a little different, but it's pretty much the same. If we go back, here is just a running feed of the communities that you belong to or interacted with. It'll all sit right here. Just wanted to call this one out too. If you watch this quick scavenger hunt video, we put this together. If you do some certain tasks like adding your picture or creating a post, you can earn your Community Explorer badge. A little bit more on that in a second, but just a fun, quick way to get started in the community. You can also download our quick start guide, which basically covers a lot of the things that I'm talking about here, just spells it out a little bit easier. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some more tabs on the side of your communities, followed content, like I said, updated upcoming events. This is something else I wanted to point out too. We also have a fun gamification element of leaderboards of our most active members in the community. So you can earn certain points for doing certain activities, like even adding your profile picture, replying to posts, starting posts. If your post gets voted the most helpful one, you can earn certain points for that, and your profile will appear on our leaderboard. So shout out to Francisco and Donna and Mohammed, Mian, and Jennifer. Thank you all for being top contributors for the first 2 weeks of launch. We really appreciate your support. I just wanted to point out one other thing. Speaking of adding to your profile, if you've just logged in the top right corner, you will see your initials with your name. And if you click on that and then your name, it'll direct you to your profile where you can update, and I highly encourage everyone to do this, your profile picture. You can add a short bio about yourself, talk about your certifications, your background, education, job history. This just gives people, a face to the name and a little bit more about you so they can interact easily. You'll also find your ribbons and badges if you've earned any of them. I'll talk a little bit more about this on the next slide. But the ribbons are basically more kind of title focused. So you'll see my Community Manager 1, staff, moderator. However, if you have posted in the community, you should have received an early adopter ribbon that will stay on your profile. There's also an opportunity to earn different badges, so they'll all appear here. Just one other quick thing I wanted to point out is your community digest settings. So if you click here on under my account, community notifications, this is where you can control how often you'd like to be receiving emails from the community. So whichever ones you belong to, you can decide if you want them in real time, a consolidated daily digest, or a weekly digest. We recommend the daily digest just as you're getting started so you can see all the interaction going on in there at first and kind of see what sparks your interest. At the top is our navigation bar. You can look through our services, which houses certifications, exams. We have resources like our CPD, digital badging, liability insurance, really fun things like that. You can browse through the knowledge base, our discussion posts. We have a bunch of blogs on here, as well as the member directory if you're looking for someone in the community. We have a tab for the Auditor Online, which is our online digital publication that Mike runs. We have our upcoming events and then an archive of webinars. So if you haven't already, just poke around there. We made it hopefully as intuitive as possible for y'all to get in there and start posting. But like Mike said, if there's any questions on any navigation or anything community related, please don't hesitate to reach out. So, like I mentioned, there's lots of opportunities for engagement in the community. We really want participation to be fun and rewarding. So, to kick things off, there is a raffle we have going on right now where the first 100 posts or replies made by any member automatically earns an entry into a raffle, which you'll win a $50 gift card, one person. I think there is 15 spots left. So if you haven't already, go inside of the community, post a quick hello, start a thread about something, reply to something. That'll enter you into the raffle. So you have probably about a couple days left until we reach 100. So get in there, start posting. Good luck.
And Exemplar Global employees are not eligible. Sorry.
We're not, unfortunately. Fortunately for us, but fortunately for you guys. Um, we also have, like I mentioned, badges and ribbons that you can earn for your contributions. So if you share different insights, help others, you can accumulate digital ribbons or badges that appear under your profile. So we have lots of other fun things like that coming up. So just stay tuned. You can also, like I said, check out the leaderboard to see how you rank among top contributors. It's kind of a friendly way to celebrate your engagement within the community. So yeah, just remember every post counts towards the raffle. There'll be one overall winner, and then the top 10 contributors for the first month will also earn a special badge. So it's our way of saying thank you for making the community vibrant right off the bat. So this is how you can get involved today. It's very simple. I just put it in these steps to kind of get you started, get your feet wet. The first one is you can introduce yourself, post in the introduce yourself thread that we have going on in the Career Development Hub community. You can post who you are, what you do, where you're coming from, and then a fun fact about yourself, work related or not. It's a really good way to meet other people in your industry, see what people are talking about, where they're coming from, even see if you share any other common interests outside of work. You can also join our different communities like the Career Center, Global Community, Support and Self-Help Center to connect with your peers. I highly recommend joining all three of them right now as we're getting started, seeing what kind of sparks your interest and get posting in there. Like I said, you can also explore the knowledge base. So browse our articles, look at our different resources. We have recorded webinars on there, all things to help deepen your expertise within Exemplar Global or your own certification journey. You can also engage with posts, so you can like or reply, participate in discussions that you find of interest or are of value to you to help build relationships early on. And then lastly, nominate any ideas that you have for the community. So suggest topics or content or webinars that you want to see, because really your input is what drives this community's evolution. So hopefully by following all of these steps, you'll quickly feel at home, start building your presence inside of the community early on, be that early adopter. I promise you it's not intimidating. It's really friendly so far. So it's really just as easy as that. So what's coming next? Really, we're just getting started. Like I said, I think to this day, we're only about 2 weeks in to the community. So we really appreciate everyone showing up today, all the early interaction and interests. But I promise there is much more to come in the coming months. You can definitely expect some more discipline and regional sub communities. So you can connect with peers that are in your specialty or your region. This will be more member driven down the line, where we have our community champions, who could be you, start their own communities based on need, demand, different interests, certification areas, industries, etc. We have new resource modules coming down the road with more webinars and articles and toolkits that are tailored to your needs. Like I mentioned, the community is really just a huge wealth of knowledge. So the more that you post in there, the more it will become valuable for everyone else. We also have a career and job board integration coming down the road, hopefully making it easier for you to discover open roles and different career pathways with your certifications. Also enhanced recognition, so new badges, recognition programs. We have something in the works of a community ambassador program, like I just mentioned. So our top contributors can become ambassadors for the community and post and start their own communities and really just kind of be there to amplify what we have going on. We also would love to see more member driven content and events, giving you the chance to host webinars like this or starting your own discussions, all that fun stuff. So, really, like I said, your feedback helps shape these enhancements. So, please, at any time, feel free to share your ideas either in the forums. You can always reach out to me directly within either the community, direct message me. You'll have my email. So, reach out to me anytime. I'm always all ears to any kind of feedback. I think that's it. Like I said, I wanted to wrap up with a Q&A. I don't know if people have questions. I haven't been able to see the chat yet, but I would love to answer any questions that anyone has at this time. If you don't want to speak out now, like I said, you can always email me. But yeah, was there anything in the chat, Mike?
No, not as of yet. But I wanted to thank you, Jamie, for not only for that really interesting presentation, really good presentation, but for all the work you've done. You've done a load of work these past few months getting this ready, and it looks great. I'm really so excited for this. So thank you for all that great work you've done.
Oh, of course.
Um,
It was my
and we
pleasure.
Yeah, and I do see we're starting to get some Q&As coming in, but I actually have one for you
Sure.
personally. So there's a lot there. There's a lot in the community. So what's your favorite part of the community? What's the thing you're most excited about seeing develop?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I'm most excited to see members actually using the discussion forums. It's
Hmm.
really where the heart of the community lives. So it gives everyone the space to ask the questions that they've been burning to ask, share experiences, share their challenges that they've had or successes in their field. So, instead of sending us an email or someone else an email that just kind of gets thrown out into the void, you get kind of a more living, breathing conversation with us and with other people from around the world. So just excited to see the kinds of discussions because we really have no idea. So it's really all up to y'all.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It should be a member-driven thing, and that's one thing we've talked about a lot is we actually are not diving in as much as some of us, myself included, may want to because we're trying to leave enough space for these conversations to kind of breathe a little bit and develop organically from the members, which I think are really the key part of this is all of you out there.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so one question that I also had was, and I thought about this a lot, and we talked about it, you and I offline, but maybe you can talk about it now, is, what's the benefit of a community like this versus say our corporate site or our LinkedIn sites? We have LinkedIn sites as
Mhm.
well. So what do you get from a community like this that a user wouldn't get from some of those other tools?
Yeah, that's a great question. The website and our LinkedIn account are important, obviously, for sharing information, but they're kind of a more one-way street where we're more like talking at you. The community is kind of there to be a two-way conversation, so our members can get that advice or ask questions. And like I mentioned before, it's very likely if you have a question, someone else does too. It's really there to kind of build relationships in a way that isn't possible on a corporate site or social media. It's more about that interaction and then just not throwing information at you.
So if people have suggestions or things they want to see changed or modified in the community, or just suggestions for improvements or things that they would like to see, what would be a good step for them to take?
Yeah, we love feedback. Feedback is key, especially with building this out in the early stages. So, you can post directly in the community. I can even start maybe like a feedback forum or thread, where it can just be a running list of things that people would like to see. You can always reach out to me directly if you have an idea that's more robust, or want to talk something through. We're really kind of treating this as a living space that we want to grow and improve. So suggestions from everyone, the good, the bad, the whatever it is, please just let us know. It's really important to help us shape what's coming next and to make sure this is a really valuable experience for everyone.
Yep. Excellent, excellent. We have some questions coming in from the audience, but a lot of these, or all of these, well, aside from the "this looks great, congratulations, really excited" comments, which are thankfully, I appreciate that from those of you who've written that. We have a couple of more questions that are more like personal about like how do I get this, or I want to follow up with you guys about this particular question, which isn't really community based. So we will answer your questions though. We're gonna do it offline because I don't want to get too deep into the weeds on those specific questions right now. It's not so but yeah, if you have any questions, send them in now, or just write us at info@exemplarglobal.org, and we'll answer your questions directly there.
Yeah, like I
um
said too, you can always feel free to reach out. You can direct message inside of the community. So if something comes up, just let us know in there. Also, I gave my email as well, so just feel free to reach out to me directly if you'd like.
Absolutely. All right. Well, oh, here you go. Here's a question from one of the audience members. Is there any kind of or some kind of a membership fee? Well, that's a good question for you.
Not at the moment, no, and there won't be in the future for accessing like the global community and those ones that I talked about. In the future, perhaps if there's something that's more robust and built out, like I mentioned, we're thinking about doing a community ambassador program, still free. But if there's something that's more member driven and they want to do some sort of paywalled society, that's up to them. But at the moment, this is all free to everyone.
Great, great. That's awesome. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. We're at a half an hour in, just about. So thank you all for being here and participating in this webinar. I hope you really all get a lot of benefit out of our new community. We're very excited, as we mentioned, to have it now out in the world, and the response has been really gratifying, and we're seeing some great conversations. So keep that going. Jamie, again, great work today. Great work for the last several months, really getting this going. You've done yeoman's work on this, so we really all appreciate it, and we're excited to see it go from here. So thanks again.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you everyone for joining. I hope to see you all in the community interacting. Just say hi at any time.
All right. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone.